Since recording that time lapse, Rick has gone ahead and replaced the temporary grass path that we had here with something a little bit more permanent, and as you saw, we now have access to bamboo this side of the nether, which means we can get on with the mob farm. This is season 4, episode 6. This is the Shimmerland realm. Let's roll that intro. Some time has passed since my last clip with the bamboo farm, and I have completed the mob farm amongst other things. If we just pop back into my memories, here's how that happened. I started off by building up the walls with my polished andesite, but then I realised that I'd made a mistake, so I ended up taking all of that polished andesite down again because I wanted to replace it with tinted glass. It didn't take too long and I was onto the tinted glass section of the build pretty quickly. Tinted glass was being used because it doesn't let light in but still lets you see through. I put the next layer of polished andesite on top because it gives it that industrial feel, and then I got to work on the main frame because I wanted to make sure that from the inside it looked good and looked like an industrial build. The next step was to go ahead and get all of the scaffolding in place. I got this idea from Silent Whisperer's mob farm design, and then I moved on to putting in the water, and this was perhaps the most difficult part because I couldn't just use the water sources that I was creating, and mobs started spawning because it was night time. Here you can see this creeper literally creeping up on me. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to work through the night time, but of course some phantoms got involved and started attacking me. There's the first one, and then the second one came in as well. But I was not deterred, I was determined to get on with this build, even though there was a captain there and my aim was horrendous. I missed not one, not two, but 3 shots, and I finally ended up getting him on the 4th and the 5th shot. So that wasn't something that I had to worry about anymore. Then I got to work putting in the next floor level because this was going to be a 2 high level mob farm, and then I went and put glass around the outside before remembering glass lets light through and that would stop the mobs from spawning. So I went and removed it all and replaced it all with tinted glass so that we could still see in, still see what was happening, but mobs would still spawn. And then it was just a case of rinse and repeat. And of course, like any mob farm, we needed to put a roof on it, so that's exactly what I did. So now we're back in real time and you can see that the mobs are spawning. This mob farm is working. All of the items are being picked up by hopper minecarts that run underneath and drop everything into a separate storage system because I didn't want to overload our actual storage system. I've also gone ahead and built this, which is storage for 16 colours of wool and 16 colours of terracotta. And while I was doing that, Rick's been very busy. He's built an iron farm and he's also built this kind of gangway thing. Remember, this is meant to be an oil rig, not just a random square, and I really feel like he's really hit the nail on the head when it comes to the design of this. It starts to kind of make it look like an oil rig, which is awesome. And just here we have a helicopter. I don't know how he builds this stuff. I genuinely don't know where he gets his inspiration or how he manages to go from placing the first block to the last block. Look at the detail in the wheels. Go and check out his video. I'll try and remember to leave a link in the corner now. Well, Rick's doing his part and building up elements of the base that look absolutely amazing, and I suppose it's down to me to make sure that the functional parts that I've built are working properly. And as you can see see here in the miscellaneous chest, things are starting to build up a bit. So I'm going to spend some time and just do a bit of housekeeping, I think. And while I'm just doing some tidying up, I managed to kill a skelly and a spider, and I thought, oh my god, I thought I'd come over here and check how well the mob farm's been doing. That's 3, 4, 5, 6 double chests, 7, 8, 9. It can't be all of them. There is no way that we filled up all of these chests. Oh my god. Is that 14.5 double chests worth of drops? This means that we have all of the bones that we're ever going to need for bone meal and all of the farms that go with it, and all of the gunpowder that we're ever going to need for rockets when we finally get elytras. We are set. I feel like it wasn't that long ago that Rick and I were standing on the hill just behind me going on about how we wanted to turn this into a mega base and an oil rig. And it's actually happening. It's really coming together as a mega base that looks like an oil rig. We have all of the storage that we're going to need for our immediate purposes, but we obviously need to fill it with something. We need resources, and that means getting down into the mine. Now we've got access, it has a stair that goes all the way down, but I thought I'd just stick around in here so that we can get up and down nice and easily, and maybe even use like a minecart chest with a minecart furnace powering it type thing. I don't know, I'm kind of winging it here, so all that I need to do is dig a staircase that goes down next to our current staircase, lay it with some rails, and then we'll have easy transport up and down. And I can't remember how much of this needs to be powered rails. One of the things I don't have a whole lot of is gold to make powered rails, so I'm using them kind of sparingly. What I've done is I've put powered rail sections at every 10th block. Like if you watch my Y level, on every multiple of 10 I'm putting 3 power rails and then powering each one of these sections with a redstone torch. Now normal rails are not a problem thanks to the iron farm. I can make pretty much an infinite number of these. So we'll use a button and we might as well ride the minecart down as far as we've done it, and I've done it down as far as the level that the geode is on, and I just want to test this. I mean, going downhill it's going to be fine, it's testing uphill that I need to do really. But I'm not doing the whole thing in one hit because I kind of want to put a station or a stop here so that we can get to the geode nice and easily without having to jump out of a moving minecart. So I'm sure that there is a better way of me doing this. Just for now I'm going to use my limited redstone knowledge to put something in place. So I'll put powered rail here. These can be normal rails I think, yeah, because we don't want them to be powered. A powered rail here and then normal rails here, and then we should stop on an angle, which I could just put buttons in place to activate and then just loop round to go down. And that should be the last of the power rails that I need, so now I can just go up to the, oh hang on, right, I need to put a button here, so let me just grab a button really quick, and I don't think I've actually got a minecart to ride it all the way to the stop. That was dumb, and I didn't actually have any coal to smelt the iron that I had on me, but I can just push this button and they should take us all the way down, stopping part of the way. And this will be the first test actually of my halfway stop. I wonder if it's going to work. No, not the way that I wanted. If I push that button now, I'm going to go back up to the top. So, right, I might just push myself on for the time being and carry on. And while I'm here, while I'm going down this nice long railway, I wanted just to remind you that I'm currently releasing 2 videos every single week at 5:30 GMT on a Monday and a Friday. So subscribe if you want to keep up to date with that. There we go. Alright, that goes all the way down to the bottom. I did set up a furnace system down here, which I'm just going to put the hoppers in place so that we can smelt iron while we're down here, and that'll prevent us from running out of minecarts in the future. Well, I spent about 90 minutes strip mining and I've got a ton of resources on me, so we're going to head back up to the surface using our new rail system. And I just want to see, this is the first time I've ridden it all the way up to the top. Is it going to stop? Yes, it is. Alright, so it stops in the right place going up but not going down. So I can press this and, I need to power that as well. Alright, I'll figure that part out. But that's all we have time for in this episode. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like. If you really loved it, subscribe to see more. Remember, 2 videos a week. I'm going to keep that up as long as I can. But for now, I'm out. See ya.